Alright, so here's my pea plant now. It's gotten juicy. It's gotten big. You know, some of them, one of the leaves was dying here. I clipped that off. But, and look how weird this leaf looks. It wasn't bit by bugs or anything. It just looks like that. But, that's my pea plant. Growing up. Got some growth going on in the middle. That's nice. That's what you want to see. So, we're going to keep checking back on these peas. And once they start really spindling up, I'm going to get a trellis out here and we'll check that out. So, until then. Alright, so it's been 4 days since my last video of this plant, of my peas. Look at this growth right here. So, this is insane. This was practically overnight. The arms started shooting up, started new growth, and that's what's going to start wrapping around and start producing the peas. So I'm going to get a trellis in here real quick because it's starting to go faster than the speed of light right now. Just like I said, I woke up today and it was already had a new arm going and it was already peacing out. So just a few more days and I'll let y'all know what's happened. Here I got my pea plant. It has grown in tears. It has just, okay. I'm touching my plant now, okay? It's grown really tall. Like twice the size as it was. I put a little trellis down, so I'm gonna see. You know, I did some research and I don't think that these climb. I think that they get about yay big and then they stop and then they just produce peas. But it's my first time growing them, so we'll see. Only time can tell. Let them keep going. We'll peek at them in a minute. Oh man, oh man, oh man. These green beans have just taken off. This is what they look like now. They are just all over. It looks like they're starting to seed and stuff. I mean, not seed. They're starting to sprout. So, I mean, like, they got a lot. They got a lot of little blossoms coming out. And I think it's because I've been fertilizing them once a week with a liquid fertilizer. And I've been putting granule fertilizer once a month. But yeah, so I mean, these are big. I'm no use getting in there, but we're gonna check back in a couple weeks and I think these are about to start sprouting something. Alrighty, so it's been 3 days since the last video and look at that, got us a little bean, something. So I just wanted to give a little quick pop up and it's starting to sprout a little bit, so let's take it off. Well, the green beans are in full effect. They are going. And they ain't stopping. See, you can see that little bean right there sprouting out. So, yeah, let these get going and I have a feeling I'm going to have a bunch of, like, you could see all the little white specks and all that's going to be green beans. So, see how she goes and see if she starts sprouting for me. You know, I did not realize this, but my green beans has been growing green beans. They're little thin ones right now. I'm gonna let them go for about another few days, see if they get a little thicker, but man, y'all, we got quite a few. There's 4 right here. Get out of there, leaf. 4 green beans, and I mean, you could just see them all if you look close enough. There's green beans all day. Nice one right here. So I'm gonna let that keep going for just a little bit longer, and then it should be time to pick some, and that's a pretty nice harvest, I'd say. Alrighty, so it's been a little while, and now the beans have grown. As you can see, they're about 1, 2, you know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 6 inches long, 6, 7 inches. So one way to test if they is ready, you pop them off and give them the snap. Ooh! Oh boy. Yep, that's a snap. Them's the beans. Hear that snap one more time. Oh yeah, that's snap peas for you. And that's the bush beans, the snap peas. These are the, I think, Blue Lake snap peas. So, now's about the time I'm going to pick some. I'll pick a few off this branch. And let me gather a few and I'll show you what I got off of this little bit. And, you know, as you can see, there's quite a few. So let's pop them off and see what we got. And they're going to continue to keep going, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep keeping up, because as you can see right here, it's a little bitty baby one. So they're still, you know, just because some are big doesn't mean that the small ones aren't going to grow. So keep on cruising. Let me pick some and I'll show you what I got. Alright, and in good old fashion, I got my beans ready. I did a whole nother batch, a whole nother glass full. This is way more than I picked a week ago, but I have a feeling that was the end of the harvest. So let me just break it down for you. So I got about a cup and a third. This is what they look like after you pluck all the beans. Pretty much just a couple flowers in there. But these, I took the trellis out too, but these are supposed to bloom multiple times, they say. I'm just gonna keep them growing and just see what happens. But as far as this video goes, I'm not really expecting them to do too much more, and if they do sprout some more, that's just gonna be bonus. So that's how to grow them green beans. We got a good bit, and this was 4, as you can see. This was one, this was a single one, that's a single one, and one's a single one over here. So I had 4 green bean plants in here, and it produced this much. So if you're wanting to get a huge crop, I'd say plant, you know, 8. But if you just want to do a little fun stuff, I'd say 4. You get a nice good little green bean dinner out of it. So there it is, and let me go cook some up and eat them.